Social media friends, this is Matt Austin in the News 6 newsroom here in Orlando. And one case that has really gripped the nation's attention is this case of this young woman named Gabby Petito. She was on this cross-country trip, kind of described as a free spirit young woman, and she was on this cross-country trip with her fiance. I'm going to show you what she looks like, though. I am sure you have seen this young woman, and just in the last few days, they've come out with this body cam video from police out there in Utah, which is the last place this young woman was seen. She was upset. There was a domestic call between her and her fiance. His name's Brain Laundrie. So days ago, Laundrie came back home to Florida, and he has refused to speak with any investigators about this woman's possible disappearance. You can see how upset she is in this video. If you could hear what she's saying, she's saying they basically got into a fight and he was keeping her out of the car. There was some sort of physical altercation involved in this as well between the two. And so now everybody's wondering, where is this young woman? Where is Gabby Petito? And all the attention is centered around this guy who is a Floridian. His family lives in Northport, Florida. And so the big update we got tonight, which was pretty interesting, is we've been told this whole time that he came down to Florida and he's been with his family. Well, his family called Northport police tonight. The police released this information saying that they told them he's been gone for 3 days. They claim they don't know where he is. So this guy went on this cross-country trip with this young woman, his fiance. He came back without her and has not really said anything to investigators. So Northport police, we do know they took bags of evidence out of the home where his family now lives. And this is an update from the police chief. The conversation at the Laundrie home is complete. Once we have details, statement will be made. They're asking for calm. There have been protesters outside this house in Northport, and a lot of people are wanting to know what in the world is going on with this situation. Where is this young woman? So people, it is a crazy, a lot of people saying this is just a crazy story taking place. Of course, it has something to do with Florida as he is back here. I do want to say, so earlier today, we reported and many other places reported that that they were looking into a possible connection. There were 2 bodies found maybe 6 days before all of this started to go down in that same area of Moab, Utah. There was no connection, but people were looking into it. Well, the police out there have confirmed that has nothing to do with this case. They seem pretty confident that that case and the case of Gabby Petito are completely separate issues. So I did want to say that as we went on tonight because you don't want speculation to go crazy. But we do know this guy, Brain Laundrie, is considered a person of interest in her disappearance. And now just everybody's wondering what is going on. Yeah, Lisa is saying no connection. Seriously, that's what authorities out there are saying. They're saying, I know it's a strange coincidence that this stuff would go down and that would go down, but they seem pretty confident that this has nothing to do with the Gabby Petito case. Michelle, terrified for the family. I think we all are, but this family must be going through so much right now. And this young woman was documenting her trip on TikTok and Instagram and just kind of having this, what would appear on the outside to be this fun, free spirit kind of life out traveling as a young person. And then she just disappears and everybody in the country is wondering where she is. Cheryl Dean says that is a huge coincidence. I know. I think a shiver went up all of our spines when we heard about that other story out there. But again, I'm just telling you what authorities out there are saying. They're saying they're pretty confident that this has nothing to do with each other. And I know a lot of people are saying they think this guy's definitely guilty. It certainly seems suspect when you look at him coming back, refusing to say anything about it. But we don't know. I mean, we just really don't know what's going on because he hasn't spoken with investigators. And now, according to his family, he has been gone for 3 days. But yeah, Courtney's saying he shouldn't have come back without her. but he did. And I just don't understand how you think you're going to just come back and then not have any answers, not say what's going on. Of course, her family is terrified and worried about what's going on. Janie's saying she still thinks they're connected. But again, I have to tell you that according to the authorities out there, these two cases are not. So yes, people saying now he's gone missing. And there's hey Joey, good to see you tonight. Thank you for everybody who's joining us tonight. So it's a crazy situation. It's one of those cases that you just have so many questions about, and we're just getting little bitty pieces of information that are sort of trickling in. If you're just joining us on one of our places on social media, whether it's Facebook or YouTube, Gabby Petito, obviously she is still missing, but the news tonight is Brain Laundrie's family says, according to them, he's missing. He's been gone for 3 days. That's what they're telling the local police there in Northport, Florida. So I think this comment sums it up pretty well. This is bizarre, definitely crazy.
The swamp,
and so yeah, so that's kind of the new information we have as it trickles in. I'm going to try to give it to you here on Facebook and of course on our newscast tonight at 11 o'clock. But hopefully something happens. Maybe they find her. But I would really be interested if they could have a talk with this guy, Brain Laundrie, who is now missing. So we'll keep you updated on it right here on News 6. Thank you for those of you who are joining us. Hope you guys have an awesome